Voila, Amélie just said Hôtel de Ville. And that's where we start today. It is 2:30. Oops. Last night, after we got back from Christiania, we just kind of worked down in the common room. It's so dark. Jeez. Well, I'll just have to deal with it. Oh, good. But yeah, we just worked down in the common room for like, what, 2 hours? 3 hours?
You did.
I got a lot of work done. You got some stuff. And then we our goal was to make dinner and just kind of have a chill night. As it turns out, when you sit in the common room of a hostel, sorry, I'm watching this sidewalk in front of me so I don't run into anybody. When you work in the common room of a hostel, you tend to talk to people, and people tend to join you. And what started as playing foosball with 2 people ended up being cards and drinking games with like 8 or 9 people. Okay, go.
See you, feet.
Woo! And then we ended up ordering pizza instead of cooking. Again, oops. And I don't know, we went to bed at like, well, I went to bed before you did. I think I went to bed at like 1 something. So we did 3 nights in a row of festivities. My mother watches this. And that's why we kind of had a lazy morning. I think every time we have like a night of activity, we have like lazy morning, which is fine. We're on vacation, we're allowed. But then we realized that it was later than we thought. And I actually managed to get up and do a little bit of work this morning, and then we ate a late lunch. And now we are going to Christianborg Palace or Castle. I never know which one is a palace and which one is a castle. But basically, this is one of the few truly sunny days with no, knock on wood, no risk of rain. That was a Frenchified statement. No chance of rain. So we're trying to be in the sun while we can. And I mean, it's like 2:30 already, so we have about an hour of sunlight left. But you know what? You can tan with an hour of sunlight in other places when it's not winter. Alright, so we came to Christianborg Palace. And, okay, sunflare. And it's impressive as far as architecture goes. Not a whole lot of a touristic attraction, though. Thinking it might be one of those buildings that was a castle and then got converted to like parliament buildings or some sort of proceedings. So we could go into some of the rooms, but honestly, I kind of have this idea of like you've seen one castle, you've seen them all, kind of like cathedrals. If it's free to go into, I'll do it. But if I gotta pay for something. So just out of curiosity, we ducked our nose into the kitchen thing, which had its doors open, and read like a couple of the plaques about the history, and it's actually like strange. They cook the food at one palace, but then they bring it here to another palace, which is where they hold all of the state dinners and everything. Because I think the royal palace is more like residence, and then this is more reception and duty and family honor, and I don't know, because I don't come from a country with a royal family. But we like kind of started to go into the kitchen, and there was a guy that said like, oh, you need a ticket for that, and we kind of looked at each other and said like, we're not paying to go into another kitchen. So back to outside and horses, horse butt, and the like. Amélie was just saying that she thinks this must be one of the last houses built out of wood that exists in Copenhagen, because there were 2 fires that destroyed the vast majority of them. So we found one.
No?
Yes.
Incredible, right?
I believe it. So this morning we were getting ready to do a little bit of tourism. We were kind of looking through all of the things that we hadn't yet seen in Copenhagen, and there was one thing that was recommended to me, Rande something, and I looked it up and I was like, oh, it's a tower, not top of the list. Turns out, we walked right by it anyway. So, serendipity. What's it called? Rundetam. There you go.